Hi guys, and welcome to your weekly general reading. So this one is from February 18th to the 24th. Very interesting cards this week. I do want to just highlight at the start of this video that as you've been following me for the past few weeks, if you're a returning subscriber, we've been through some very deep inner changes within ourselves. And I just want to say this week is the week that we've finally moving out of that energy. So congratulations. So I'll begin introducing the cards. So we have Knight of Fire and the Clarify, Victory and Success. And then we have another Knight, Knight of Air. And then we have New Beginnings, number 0, Major Arcana. And another Major Arcana, very much where we are right now, life experience, a big wake-up call. And then we've got the Clarifier, Truth, which is another Major Arcana, and it's actually Judgment, the traditional tarot deck, and it also talks about a wake-up call. So big wake-up call, guys. And then we've got Ten of Air for the bottom here. And we've got Foundations and Achievements. And one of these cards was Fallen, which was a Lover's card, but I want to get a clarifier for this one as well. And we have Destiny, number 10, Wheel of Fortune, the traditional tarot deck. So big energies around this week. So like I said in the introductory, so we have been going through a lot of personal, deep inner changes. And what I was feeling with you guys was, it was a re-lesson, like it was something that it's either we had to learn it again or we really had to be beaten down in order to actually face whatever this was for us. But we're moving out of this now, and I think it's because of a situation coming in. Because we got these two cards here at the end, the Truth, and we've got the Life Experience that talks about, a big wake-up call in our lives. And we're really figuring out for ourselves why we had to actually go through that and why it had to be so hard, almost too. And it was really painful. This wasn't just an easy thing to kind of kick off. For the last 3 weeks, I've been actually talking about this. And whatever this actually has been, with this wake-up call that we've finally actually gone through, this wake-up call has actually almost been like a lift out of that energy. And that could just be it. With this mightn't be a news or a person coming in or a situation, something that's bringing energy. Maybe it's the wake-up call within yourself that's actually brought this really amazing, beautiful energy with you. It's actually lifting you out now. And it's victory and success because of this. But this card here, the victory and success, is actually due to you coming out of a challenging situation. And it's not to sit on this too. You got to keep going with this energy, guys. You got to keep moving with this now, because we're actually right at the beginning. We're about to, I want to say we're doing it, but I feel like it's about to. Because the New Beginnings is actually the Fool in the traditional tarot deck, and it's like it is a leap of faith with this new journey you're going into. And I think the Lovers card is actually talking about this decision. Is what I was getting when I was kind of tuning in at the start here was, I feel like because this can be a union, and it can be union with yourself, with a partner, a romantic, or a business, but it can also be a decision. And with you guys, I think, because I feel like we're right at the bottom now, like we're right at the solid foundation of what we've actually been kind of come down to in a way. And I feel like from here, we have the choice right now how to build ourselves, who we're going to be in this next chapter, what we're going to do. And this is big, guys. This is like, who do I want to be on this journey? I've been through the shitter now. Now I want to change that. I don't want to go through that again. Who am I going to be? I have a choice right now. I'm right down the bottom. I feel like I've got nothing right now. Now's the time for me to step into who I want to be, because it's like I've got nothing to lose. It almost feels like that. I feel like we've been really beaten down with this and really had to learn this lesson. And this was a massive wake-up call for you, whatever the situation was. And now it's time to decide for you in this new chapter and in this new beginning, who do I want to be in this new phase of my life? Because now is a chance for me to actually do this, implement the plans, start now, and don't look back. And we'll take the lessons that I've learned from this, from what actually happened to me. But now that I've got that knowledge within me. And that's the best stuff to get, guys. Like, I know going through this is really, really hard, but the best teacher is experience, because when you learn those lessons by experience, like, it's great to learn of other people and observe and go like, okay, you know, don't go down that road because that person got hit by a car down the road. I know it's a ridiculous example, but you can learn by observing through that. But the real best teacher of life is experience, and this is what you got now. So you're not going to have to go through this again. And there's a lot of energy around you right now with this wake up call. Like, it's like you finally figured out, like, it's amazing. But with this, you know, because this is actually judgment in the traditional tarot deck, the truth, I think you're actually harshly looking at yourself and looking at your life right now. And you're not looking at yourself harshly in the way like you're beating yourself down. You're looking at yourself almost analytically from like a bird's eye view and looking at yourself as another person going, okay, so I did this and this happened. I did this and I learned this. Like, you're looking at it in an analytical situation. It's just like, okay, now I really get why that's happened. It's like you're taking a harsh eye on that so you can jump into this new beginning with fresh eyes, fresh energy, because you do have a lot of good energy right now because you've actually figured it out. You're no longer in that browbeating, harsh energy that's just bringing you down like this. Now it's like, you know, the gates have opened up and the rush of energy has come down to you, and the lesson has actually been learnt now, so you can actually invite this new energy because you're no longer carrying that weight within yourself. And now you're looking back on what's actually happened to you and figuring out why, all that kind of stuff. And now from that knowledge, you're stepping yourself onto a new path. So this is a really big week of actually just evaluation. Like, you got this really good energy, so you're making some headways, I feel like, but now it's just like you're looking back, you're doing a lot, but knowing that this was actually fate, this was destiny, what happened to you, but now the wheel is turning in your favor. I don't know what I was trying to say then. The wheel is now turning in your favor now, so you actually got a positive turn. You're going to upspin, you're climbing, you're no longer falling down those stairs, you're climbing back up those stairs. And just know that this was meant to happen. Don't think you were on the wrong path, because there really is no wrong paths, guys. There is not. There is only detours that lead you back onto the path as a new person, really. And sometimes you have to go on those little detours to learn those lessons about yourself. We come down here to learn. We don't come down here to have a party. Like, you know, that'll be great. We do have parties sometimes. But really, we come down here to learn specific lessons that we actually signed up for before we came down here. So don't beat yourself up anymore. And I feel like you're not anyway, so I don't have to say that. But anyway, I'm going to say that anyway. Don't beat yourselves up. It's okay. But there could be a union within this, but I really do think it's a union with yourself, to be honest. And the decision thing, I think that's another thing with this Lovers card here. And also we got the Harmony here too. This is underneath Foundation and Achievements, and this is also the Lovers card in the deck too. So that's a very strong theme for this week, is the Lovers energy, which is union as well. So there could be union with you, with other people, but you do have this new really good energy around you, so you could actually just be attracting the right tribe to yourself now. And that's why you got these really fresh eyes, and that's why you got so much energy, because so much has happened around you. It's just like, it feels like the gates have opened up. But you do have to make a decision for yourself right now. This is your time. Who do you want to be in this next chapter of your life? Because now is the time to start implementing that person. And I feel like we all have a vision for ourselves. I definitely have a vision of what I want to be doing in Canada, and now is to get really still and really go within yourself and going, who am I? Even just like, it's not even just who you want to be, it's just like actually looking at yourself and going, who am I? Who am I right now? I feel like we're almost like childlike, because we've got a lot of night energy around this week too, so it's a lot of very young energy. So I feel like to find these answers and to do all this is to kind of get into your inner child. Like, if you are figuring out what you want to do for the rest of your life, look back to when you were a kid. What were you doing when you were a kid? When I was a kid at 3, I was in front of the TV, in front of the camera, because mum and dad were always pointing the camera, doing home videos, and I was dancing along to High Five. Like, I was always in front of a camera, and I was always performing. So if I figure that out, I wish I'd figured that out a little bit younger, like, oh, this is what I'm meant to be doing. Like, I did do, anyway, so I'm just totally going off track there with Tiny World. But my message is to you guys, is look back to when you were a kid and what were you doing then, because I feel like there's a very telltale sign of what you're meant to be doing right now. If you're a bit confused, if you're a bit like, oh, but I don't know what I want to do, how do I even go about figuring that out? Go back to when you were a kid, look at that, but also anything that's been on your mind and it's just been that something that's just been back there, be like, oh, I'll do this then, I'll do this then. Try it now. Go to that dance class, go to that poetry class. Like, the only way you're going to know what you're meant to be doing is by going out there and doing it. You can't learn from inaction. You can only learn from radical action and taking those steps and figuring out, okay, so if I do go to that dance class and if I hate it, then, well, I know that path's not meant for me. Try out new things now. If you're a bit confused, just try things. Try things that have been in the back of your mind. Look back when you were a kid and just see what you were doing then. Because it really, when I do speak to a lot of people about what they're doing now than what they were doing when they were a kid, it was very, very similar. So I hope this reading has helped you guys. And this one's just literally saying in a difficult situation. So I feel like I didn't really need to say that because I kind of already touched on that. But just know this week, figuring out for yourself. Lots of figuring out, but lots of good energy around you guys, and the wheel is turning in your favor now, which is amazing. So awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching this reading. I hope it helped. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, share my videos around so others can see them too. And if you want personal readings from me, either via Skype or phone, or if you just want a one-card reading, you can just DM me on Instagram at tiny.langshaw. Thank you again, guys, so much for watching this reading, and I hope you liked it. And I'll see you next week.